Hello and welcome. I'm Krista Gibson, and this is Through Your Underwear, share itty bitty bit of wisdom in 3 minutes or less. Today I have a question for you. When is the last time you did a life review? Now, if you're like most people, around January you kind of take stock, or towards the end of the year you take stock and okay, what do I want to do next year? Who do I want to be? Those kinds of things. And I think, that's a great thing to do. I think kind of checking in on yourself. What I'm talking about is every 10 years. So you're doing like a longer term review of your life. And what made me think of this is, as we grow older, and I have a different podcast called Growing Older and Wiser. And one of the things I talk to in that podcast with people who are growing older is to do a life review, kind of take stock of where you are and where you've been. But we need to do this at every age, when we're in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And I say every 10 years, and I'm talking about a big life review, every 10 years, because that is a long enough cycle in our lives that we can kind of get an idea of the trajectory of where we're headed, where we've been, and to kind of take a look of what have I learned, what have I learned to do, what have I learned to not do. If I stay on the road I'm on, where will I be in the next 10 years? This is less about goal setting than it is about like adjusting, like when you're driving a car, you're always adjusting the steering wheel a bit to stay on the highway. This is more like making adjustments kind of in the trajectory of your life, because you can look back over the last 10 years and say, okay, if I just do pretty much the same things I'm doing now for the next 10 years, what will I be? Is that where I want to be? If it is, awesome. If not, gee, what changes do I think I should make in that long-term view of my life? So, my tip to you today is to do a life review every 10 years. If you haven't done one in a long time, sit down and really do it and get a good handle on where you've been, where you are, and where you're headed, because it will give you a lot of really good information and help you with the decision making that you're facing all the time, every day. See you next week.